Hello. I I was thinking about something. It was kind of triggered by a video I shared on Facebook, but I had it on my mind anyway because I watched something recently in a documentary, a police documentary, where they raided the house of this guy who was importing loads of cannabis from the US and like basically had made a lot of money out of it, selling it obviously on the streets, and they seized when they raided his house. They seized ridiculous amounts of stuff. Like I think it was over £1 million worth of cannabis, like really high quality stuff. 38,000, I think it was in cash, literally 38,000 in cash. Plus all his designer goods that he bought with, the money he'd made from drugs, like watches, all sorts of things. Watches worth thousands of pounds, loads and loads of designer goods. And I'm thinking, there's no way all of this stuff doesn't end up in, someone ends up taking their own cut of it somewhere down the chain. Like, obviously, I guess the process with the cannabis would be to incinerate it, destroy it. I'm, but I don't know. I have no idea about. Obviously, I don't know about police processes with criminal money. How they then, I assume the government sees it or somebody seizes it. I don't know. I don't know the process of who keeps that money, but somewhere down the chain, surely someone is taking their own cut of that money. There's no way this £38,000 gets passed around the police force and all these other people in between to where it's supposed to go. Whoever ends up keeping it, the government or whatever, where somebody doesn't go, it would be easy to take my own cut of this money. I think I'll keep about 2 grand of it. No one's going to know or care. Well, it's not like nobody's going to care, but nobody's going to know. If it's not the police, it's going to be someone else down the chain. Same with the designer goods that are worth, thousands and thousands. What's happening? What's going to happen to all those designer goods today? Who ends up with them? I don't understand enough about the police procedures and processes to know. But surely, it's, someone's going, I might keep one or two of these watches. They're worth thousands. Nobody's going to know any different. Like if it's not the police, someone else down the chain. It just doesn't feel legit. There's nothing legitimate about the whole process. When there's that much cash involved, that much cannabis, and that much designer goods, you kind of think somebody's taking their cut off the top here. Somebody's keeping some of that cash. Somebody might be keeping some of the weed. Somebody might be keeping some of the designer goods just because there's so much money there and so much temptation, as a human being, It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, bye.